And that's why they're the best.
And that's why everyone loves me.
Should
No.
it not be red anymore?
We want to be
It'll be
red.
red solid.
Solid red. Not
Red
pink.
is on.
Red is on, yeah. It's not like most things where red is bad. In this particular case, red is good.
How many followers do we have right now?
0.
0.
Which is probably the amount we'll have most of the night. It's what we expect, it's what we like,
Yeah.
and makes me wonder why we do this. But hey, sometimes it's fun. So, our friend Tim here was setting up for game, and apparently we've learned something very important about Tim tonight. We have learned that Tim is a pack rat.
He's a hoarder.
He is a hoarder.
A name tag order.
A name tag hoarder, in fact. And if you look here, you can see the various name tags that he has had for all of the different systems that
I feel like
we
this
play.
is a challenge. Wow.
Oh,
I
Phil.
don't have them here.
Okay, Phil is standing up to meet this challenge.
But I will.
And it's very
If
likely.
I remember,
It's
we'll bring
very
them in.
likely that Phil will forget. But if Phil didn't forget, he could beat Tim. So we were going through it, and just to quickly run through it here, we don't know who this is.
I don't remember.
We don't remember this one. Do you remember this one, Phil? Okay. Stonefist was from Mask, New Generation. Max the Hollow was from our Monster Hearts. Makito, we think, is from...
That's Pugmire.
That's Pugmire, we think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I found the sheet here. It's definitely Pugmire.
Arya is Invisible Sun,
Yep.
which we will be playing on Thursday, assuming anyone can make it.
Monday.
Thursday?
Monday. And then we have Scotty. I think Scotty was the gym teacher from Necessary Evil that died.
Tales from the Loop.
Oh, Tales from the Loop. Maybe we'll see Scotty again in a month. Then we have Black Rain. Untouchable
More or less.
superhero from Necessary Evil.
Yep. Got tired of dying too.
If I could hit him, I'd drop him like a rock. He had no ability to absorb damage, but he could dodge it like the best of them. Mary John.
That was the reason why I designed Black Rain.
Oh, okay.
Mary John died easily and early.
And we have Chuck the Younger, brackets no relation to Chuck. What was just Chuck, wasn't it?
Sir Woodchuck.
Sir Woodchuck. And that was from Numenera.
Yeah.
We have
Wrench,
Wrench,
who became Rank.
who became Rank in Toward Eternity.
Yep.
And we have another Mateto.
I think I just made a better one.
I think you just made a better one too, yeah. So those are Tim's name tags. If any of you want to bring yours or talk about any of your past characters, who's been your favorite?
My favorite character?
Your favorite character?
Let's see. Let's see.
No, she is not here yet.
Either be a toss-up between Black Rain or I'm blanking on the name of the guy that I like. Oh, my main Numenera character.
Your main Numenera character. Oh, the weird one.
Yeah.
Chuck. Chuck, the one who was into the weird stuff.
Yep.
The one who was impregnated.
Yes. Yep.
So, at one point they met. His hair was impregnated.
I thought his hair impregnated him.
No, it was the creature's hair that impregnated him.
Impregnated his hair.
If I could actually get that back to the town that we had, I'd probably get a lot of money. But we never went back to that side of the world again, so.
You guys have some weird games.
What?
You guys have some weird games.
Numenera is weird game.
Numenera is a weird game, period. We will most definitely be going back to it.
It's not weird for the sake of being weird, it's weird because it's...
The premise of Numenera is that it is 8 billion, with a B, years in the future.
Okay.
Okay? The Earth has risen and fallen to its highest possible potential 8 times. So like at one of these times they have
Another
time
all the
travel.
human
Another time
civilizations.
they have an interdimensional federation of planets, right? And It is now the 9th age, and it is basically the Dark Ages for people, and they're rebuilding society, but they're rebuilding it on the ruins of all these past civilizations. Right? So in this last adventure, they
aliens, interdimensional creatures,
Anything.
almost anything goes, right?
And you're just like normal dudes living, going through the world, interdimensional creature.
You know,
Normal
It's like,
dudes,
yo.
you might have pieces of hardware stuck to your body. You have stuff floating around you.
yeah.
Oh, what was
one of the
Mark's
monsters in the
Demon Sphere from Mark?
huh?
Mark's Demon Sphere?
Yeah. Yeah, he activated this, it opens a portal, and like a really powerful creature comes out, and you get like one-shot magic items, and this is what he had. And it would just like run rampant all over the place, but it was what they needed to do at the time because they couldn't beat the monster they were fighting.
Except it would also attack us too, so like, it would drive you crazy or...
Yeah, there's been a lot of fond memories. I think my favorite character of all from all of the Thursday night games is from Numenera, and that's Caleb's character,
Oliver Clue?
Oliver Clue.
Dan Manley.
No, definitely not Dan Manley. Dan Manley was a one-trick pony who wanted to wrestle everything, but Oliver Clue was like this 14-year-old kid, like Encyclopedia Brown, who would follow around with everyone, and the players would all like, let's split up, and he'd be like, well, that sounds like a really stupid idea, and we're all gonna die. But it was some really fun adventures. They fought at one point a super intelligent common cold virus.
That was the
was a
Epic
good
Quest
one.
was fighting that.
That was a good fight. And somebody put up a wall of freezing that nobody could see, and they kept getting damaged when you walked through it.
And yeah, they activated a one-shot item that had a force shield that would cause damage if you passed through it. And they tried to do it but all the players ended up having to pass through it, and so no one admitted that they did it. Or what was the character who ended up transferring? He ended up killing Dan Manley and trapping him in the dungeon.
That was Mike's character,
Yeah.
the thief. I can't remember what his name
Oh, that was hilarious. And what's cool is the player knew exactly what the trick was, but his character he was playing did not know what the trick was. So he had to walk into it.
So basically, in order to get through this one force shield, you had to be stunned by this creature that would subtly alter your DNA. If your DNA was altered, you could pass through the force shield. He bypassed this with some trick, and I don't remember how he did it. But then at the end of the dungeon, he couldn't get out because he didn't have the encoded DNA to let him out. So he swapped with, and you couldn't back out the way you came because the elevator had gone back up. So he basically used the magic item to kind of swap some of his essence for another player's essence, and basically re-encoded his DNA and decoded the other person's.
And that's why Oliver Clue came to be.
And that is how Oliver Clue was born.
Because his other character was lost. Was trapped in the dungeon forever. There's nothing we could do
So
about it.
Ian, we have no idea where Rhiannon is. I will let you know if she shows up, or you'll see her on the camera. In the meantime, who was together? Let's hope some of you are with each other.
I was by myself.
You were by yourself. You were with Rhiannon cleaning.
That's right.
I was with Trotsky.
You were with Caleb, who's not here this week.
I was with Laird.
You were with Laird, who's not here right now.
And I think I'm by myself in a dark cave.
All right, so everybody is basically by themselves right now. This is brilliant. Who were you going after?
The bunny.
The bunny. Okay, well, let's look at the bunny first.
Pokey was following rabbit tracks to the southwest.
Thank God someone keeps notes.
It's a good thing someone keeps notes, isn't it?
That's a very good point you just made.
That someone should keep notes?
Yeah.
In fairness, that was really well played.
Are we all wearing plaid button-up shirts right now?
Oh my god! Why didn't I get the notice? Did you get the message too?
I don't think I own one.
We've been planning this for like 2 months. Today was the day. We just completely forgot to tell you.
And they messaged me at the last minute and said it's going to be hilarious.
Plaid shirt
I
day.
just showed up.
See it, but I feel out of place because I don't have facial hair going on right now.
I'm just lazy.
So, Justin,
Yes.
the trail that you have been following through Everfree Forest has led you to the side of sort of like a knoll, and there's this cave going down into the ground. It's dark, you can't see much into it. What are you doing? You are by yourself.
Well, I'm just gonna go in it.
You're just gonna walk right in?
Yeah.
Alright. Are you doing anything to light it up, or? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you have any power that would do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not? Okay.
That's your unicorn?
Yeah. I don't know. My unicorn
Well, what is your unicorn?
stun.
Isn't it?
What?
I do stun ray.
You could kind of, I guess, charge up your stun ray a little bit and let it hold there.
Sure. I was kind of thinking that.
It's very dark inside the cave. Your partially charged stun ray is not really holding a lot of light.
Okay.
Still can't hear
The
you.
coldness makes you shiver. Your light dances on the rock walls
Very
which
noisy.
gleam wetly. The ground under hoof is stony, and the only sound you can hear is the drip, drip, drip of water falling from the ceiling. And the air is musty and damp. What?
Are you sure that's water?
It might not be water. The tunnel eventually opens up into a large grotto, which glows through a brightly lit, starry night sky. The light is coming from a gigantic bear-like creature with a transparent body, midnight blue in color, that shines as though it was made up of a dozen stars.
Ooh, shiny.
A white star glows on its forehead, and its fierce yellow eyes are sharp, and it has gleaming white fangs.
And what is it? A knight?
It looks like a bear. You've heard of these monsters in stories. It's an Ursa, a monstrous magical bear. Despite its scary appearance, the Ursa has a kind smile on its face and is gently cradling a small, white, trembling animal. It's Angel, and it looks absolutely terrified. The rabbit is trying to struggle free, squeaking in fear. You notice that Ursa has put Angel in a diaper and is gently rocking him back and forth, and a low growl rumbles from Ursa's throat. Is it singing some sort of bear lullaby? Just to let everyone see. That's the creature.
It's cute.
I think this is appropriate for Angel. I think you should leave Angel there.
Yeah.
The angel is a big joke, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, because one of my main quirks is ooh shiny, I get drawn to the sparkly essence of its body, and go closer.
Okay.
And you're dead.
No, and you did. So what are you doing? Like you're just walking right up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, ooh, hi, you're very shiny and bright.
He's talking to it.
You're talking to it, all right?
Yeah. Yes.
So as you're walking forward, the Ursa is there and it's rocking Angel back and forth, humming or growling its guttural bear song.
Okay.
And it looks up at you and it kind of growls a little bit. And you can see it eyeing you, and its teeth or the fangs that are on it are kind of bared a little bit more.
Okay.
You're going to need to be charming to try and get its attention.
Okay.
Because the Ursa, like, you're walking up to it as like some unknown pony. I need you to make a charm roll, difficulty 5.
6.
Okay, roll again
Okay.
on an 8.
Oh, right.
Great, so you're stepping it up.
Because they explode or whatever.
Yeah, when it explodes, you go up a
Sorry,
die.
I didn't. 2.
Okay, so which one would you like to take?
The 6.
All right. So the Ursa is there, and it's holding Angel tightly, and but it's letting you get closer to it.
Okay.
What are you saying to it?
I'm just gonna say, hi, I'm Pokey. What's your name?
It growls sort of back at you,
Okay.
and you hear minor.
Minor?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Minor.
Where's the Minor?
I see you found my friend, what's his name?
Angel.
Angel. I see you found my rabbit friend,
Really
Angel.
writing on behalf of it.
Okay. It's baby. And it's rocking it back and forth.
Oh, dear.
You can see that Angel is struggling to escape,
Okay.
and Ursa is holding it in such a way that it's pretty much not going to escape, but it's also not getting hurt.
Okay. Is it possible if I can have my friend back? Just kind of like reach over.
Give me a mind test.
Mind test? Oh, dear.
As you're reaching over, the Ursa kind of pulls back a little bit.
3.
3. Difficulty was actually 3. You realize that this massive monster that you've met is actually just a baby.
Oh.
It's an infant of its type.
Okay. I'm gonna set up some sparks with my stun ray and see if I can make it, get excited or something like that, and put the rabbit down. I keep forgetting its name. What's its name?
Angel.
Angel.
She is here, Ian,
Laird, she's here.
or Laird, whichever one's watching.
It's Lord McNair, which I always think is Ian.
No, that's Laird.
I know, right? It's so wrong.
It's because Laird's name means Lord.
I know.
And apparently Laird McNair was taken on Twitch.
Go figure. So you're trying to spark some...
Yeah. Just do some sparkly.
Give me a stun roll. I mean, it's a stun beam. It's not meant for the difficulty 5.
6 again.
All right, well, spark it. Explode it. Roll it in.
Oh yeah, 8. 2.
Okay.
Wow. So I'll take these 6.
So you're creating a bit of a light show.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bouncing around in the glittering cave that you're in.
Okay.
And the baby is kind of like, ooh. And it's watching very intently.
Yeah.
And seems to very much be enjoying the show that you're putting on.
All right. Not let go of Angel.
It doesn't let go of Angel, and it's actually holding Angel up a little bit and pointing at with its sort of free arm, and it's pointing at the light,
Oh, okay.
for showing it.
Yay.
And he just goes, baby. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
You can give it a moment to think about
Yeah.
things. Tim, you were going after
Winona.
Winona.
I was just showed up at a cabin. Or I think it was a cabin.
Yeah, you are on the edge of a large clearing covered with trunks of chopped down trees. There are dozens of holes dug roughly into the ground, and Winona is tied to a post outside of a cabin, or a tumble-down shaft even. She's howling, looks miserable, and very sad. There are no other signs of life in the clearing, and the door of the shack is slightly ajar, but no smoke is coming from the chimney.
Okay.
Winona's like,
I guess first to go up to Winona and say, "Hello, girl." And girl, yep, and give her a tummy rub.
Okay. So you just walk right up to Winona?
Yes.
Okay.
And
As you start walking up to Winona,
overconfidently.
as you start walking up to Winona, she starts barking happily at seeing you. Okay, sorry, just having a quick look here. So you, as you're crossing the ground, out of the holes pops what looks like these. They're called diamond dogs.
Diamond eyes?
Diamond dogs.
Diamond dogs, okay. How big is it?
Okay, so diamond dogs are ugly and nasty looking. There's 3 of them, and they pop out of the ground at different spots. One's really close to you. One is sort of towards the edge.
So they just pop out of the ground?
They're in the holes that are in the ground. And the one of them pops up towards the back. And so the one that pops up nearest to you is like, he is, what are you doing here?
So it's like, oh, you found my dog.
No, it's our dog. You're here to work for us, right?
No,
You're going to work the mines?
no. I'm coming to take Winona home.
No.
What's your name, sir?
You're here for the money, aren't you? And you want to take the money and the dog.
I just want the. Nope. You can have your money. I just want the dog.
Give me a charm roll, difficulty 5. Sadly, you are by yourself, so you can see how friendship is really important here, folks.
But if you use 3 gems,
Oh wait.
1 gem will let you reroll.
3 gems
2 will
give
let you
a
reroll a
success.
20. 3 will just grant you success.
So you got a D20. Come on, that's you
right.
gotta roll a better than a 5.
Yep.
D20 with a DC of 5.
Should
Now
be.
remember, folks, these dice that he's rolling right now are worth $140 some odd American. So let's see if this was an investment that he was proud of.
No!
No, apparently it was not.
Dice.
They are incredibly random.
They
Almost
are
like regular
they're
dice.
almost like regular dice that most people spend $20 on. Now that being said, in fairness, they are a beautiful set of dice.
They are the heaviest dice I've ever encountered.
And
For metal dice,
never
they're
take
very
them on
light.
the plane. You don't take metal things that are in a metal container through a scanner on a plane.
Why not?
Because it looks like an improvised explosive device. So, they're like, they see you and they're, the two of the ones that are behind you, the one that you weren't talking to, has come up and they're like, they go to leap on you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd prefer to dodge.
Well,
Are you your Earth pony?
I'm an Earth
Yes.
pony.
He's our healer. Are we gonna go for him or adolescent?
alright, so it is your body versus their body.
You need to decide before his turn is done.
Often comes down to this.
We're cleaning, but he said we'd be done cleaning. So we're gonna have to go for one of those 2. Or we could go.
What did you roll?
2.
On a D, aren't you, you're an Earth Pony.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, take 2 stamina
Alright.
damage from the first one, who is leapt up on top of you, but he wasn't really able to get a hold of you.
Can't get rid of
The other one is attacking as well.
Abolition. Yeah.
A what?
What?
All right. So that's going to be another 6 points of stamina, but you're actually only going to take 4.
Okay.
Because it has leapt up on you and it has sort of grabbed you and is holding you and kind of rolled you onto your back almost.
Oh no!
It's hugging you.
It's hugging you.
Oh, it's like giving you a friendship point.
He's like, you'll work in our mines, Tony. You'll dig gems up for us.
He wants to give him a point.
At this point, you've got Winona's like burying her head under her paws and trying to hide by the ramshackle cottage.
Okay. What is my Stoutheart talent?
Stoutheart would let you roll Stoutheart on a roll where you think you are using where your body would apply,
Yeah.
but your body's a d6 anyways.
Okay.
So basically, if you are able to use Stoutheart, you get to roll 2d6 and get the better of the two.
Oh, okay.
Snowflake,
Yes.
I am skipping over you because you guys are still at the cottage cleaning.
Okay.
We will come back to you in a moment. Where were you?
I had spotted Opal somewhere.
Opal.
Going southeast into the forest.
Yeah, and along with Trotsky was trailing me on the
You
ground.
guys had found the that alligator you had talked to, or Trotsky.
Yeah,
Trotsky,
the crocodile.
Trotsky. Oh right, there was a.
Trotsky had
Trotsky had converted a crocodile to the
that's
ways
right,
of communism.
That's right. Yes.
All right, so you are at the clearing. It's a small forest clearing, at the center of which is a water well. The edge of the well is made up of a low circular stone wall, a slate roof covered in moss, shelters the well from the sky. There's an odd, rickety-looking wooden handle attached to a wheel used to raise and lower the rope that drops down into the depths of the well. The shadowy walls of the well disappear deep underground, and you can hear a faint mewing coming out from the darkness. There's an old board attached to the front of the well. Scraping away the cobwebs and dirt, you can see a word written in an old-fashioned writing that appears to change before your very eyes. In moments, you have formed into a poem. The writing on the wall is quite difficult to read, but so you'll need to make a mind roll.
Okay. 6. Oh, go for it. Go for my 8. 3. I'll take the 6.
All right. You have you've looked it over. You kind of like pieced it together. The words of the poem it forms.
Okay.
I am a well of wishing, and wish you well. You seek a pretty purring pet, which down me fell. My depth is great, and my sides are steep. What I have taken is mine to keep. If you wish to save your feline friend, with me your trinkets will have to end.
The trinkets?
Yep.
What do you got? What'd you buy?
I have gold aplenty, or a favorite toy, a treasured necklace that brings you joy. I wish for gold aplenty, or a favorite toy, a treasured necklace that brings you joy. The most secret of recipes, or a pair of rings. What it is doesn't matter. These are just things. What I truly wish, and will bring me great bliss, is for you to give me that which you'll miss.
I know exactly what it is.
Oh,
I didn't mention it last week, but I have a big bag of yummy nums.
yummy nuts.
No, yummy bonds. That's what I call it. Yummy
Did you
bonds.
go home last week and watch My Little Pony?
No,
No? Okay.
I don't think so. I just made up yummy bonds. She has a big bag of candies. They're like
Okay.
jujubes. They're called yummy bonds. And
And this is something you wanna give up here, eh?
well, this, you know what? First, actually, I have a set of cookie cutters.
Okay.
I'll try that first.
Grandma's cookie cutter.
Grandma's. Are they grandma's cookie cutters?
No, I actually have a cookie cutter in the shape of everyone's cutie mark.
Oh, that you had custom made for your
Yeah.
friends? Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah.
That is an act of friendship there. But that sounds like an extra gem to me.
Oh, maybe. Anyway, is there like a thing to put this in, or like?
There's a bucket beside the well, or you could toss it in the well.
Let's see. She's gonna throw in a cookie. She has a couple cookies left. I'll throw in a. No, that's not gonna do it. I just know. She's just gonna take the bag of Yummy Bonds and throw it in.
Taking the whole bag of yummy bonds.
Yeah.
And these are just a treat you can buy at the store, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's very important to her.
They're her favorite treat.
Her favorite treat. And she is a glutton.
This is killing her. I'm surprised she managed to get that far without eating them all.
No, it's the first thing she thought of when she read the poem, so.
You toss it in the well, and you hear. Did you like open the bag first, or
No, I just throw the
whole bag in?
whole bag.
Okay. So you hear the sort of sploosh at the bottom as it hits the water, and there's a slight bit of gurgling as the water level raises up a little bit. And you can hear the meow is a little louder, but not all the way. The poem itself, some of the words, the first couple of stanzas have converted and changed into words of thanks to you.
Okay, but only some of them.
Only some of them.
Oh man, okay, well. Yes. I've got a set of measuring cups and spoons that were, those were my grandma's.
Okay.
She throws in the whole set.
Throws in the whole set.
Throws in the whole set.
Grandma stuff. Oh my gosh!
The water level brings to the top and it sort of burbles up, and you see a very soggy and wet looking opalescence clinging to the side of a little wooden bowl.
Okay. Little wooden bowl?
Little wooden like board.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you reaching in to take her? Your bag of candies is also floating not far away.
I feel like that's a test.
And you are a glutton. I'm sure your belly is.
You know what she's gonna do? I have these cat treats that I brought from the house.
That's right.
I'm gonna just take out some cat treats and see if I can lure Opal off of the board or whatever she's floating on. And then I'll grab the candies after if I can.
That sounds like a charm to me.
Oh, like a charm roll, right?
That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's definitely going to be a charm roll. Yeah, give me a charm roll. Difficulty 4.
I've got its favorite treats.
+1.
Okay.
I got a 4 plus 1.
It sort of comes closer to you and is sitting there on the edge of the board trying to eat the treat out of your hand.
On the edge of the board?
Yeah, it's like gotten to the edge of the board and it's sort of scared because the board's teetering a bit.
Okay.
So the board is teetering.
It's floating, right?
So like the candies are on one side and the cat's
Get out
on
of
the
my
other.
mind. I'm just gonna try to coax the cat off. Just like more treats, come closer.
You get the cat to, as soon as the cat sort of steps off the board onto the edge, the water level drops down. And you barely are able to get the cat off the wall before it goes all the way to the bottom. Your candies are nowhere to be seen in the darkness below. With gifts and daring, you have saved the cat.
Yay!
It yowled. The words have changed on the board.
Yeah.
It yowled and complained like an aristocat. Now leave me, ponies, and to my treasure hoard, to my lovely existence, silent and bored. No pony ever visited for the longest time. It makes me wonder why I bother to rhyme. I don't write them, folks.
Yay! Snowflake just looks into the well, just
Sad.
longing.
Little tear drizzling drops down as your stomach gurgles a little bit.
I can't like fly down the well, can I?
No, it's too narrow.
Too narrow.
You could tie the cat to a string and
Okay, well, I'm just gonna spend some time just getting the cat comfortable with me, drying it off, and then I'll try to fly back to the house, or I'll fly back towards Truck Sky maybe.
So, it's going to take you a while. Like, you've got this clearing, you've got a cat that is incredibly grumpy.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, cats don't like to be wet. And this cat really is a pampered kitty cat.
Yeah.
And it's also terrified from the well experience, from being in the
Yeah.
forest. So anytime there's like, a breeze blows through the trees, you'll hear it
Yeah.
sort of meow and hide.
Well, my element of harmony is kindness, so
Okay.
I'm just all about taking care of this kitty
You're
cat.
focusing all your love and attention
yeah.
on that cat.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It'll take you a little while, but we'll come back to you. In a
I won't
few
even eat any of its treats because they're
Wow.
probably kind of gross
I'm really impressed.
to me. But
They do look kind of gross.
I may taste it a little bit.
Lick them, then give them to the cat.
Was that the last of your food?
Well, no, I think I have a couple of cookies still, but
So, minimum. Who are you chasing after?
Tank. The turtle.
cinnamon.
So you have found this chasm.
They found the goggles hanging.
You found
No, he found him hanging
You
by
found
his
him
goggles.
hanging by his goggles, upside down in a chasm, if I recall.
Yep.
Looking down the rocky chasm, you immediately see the source of smoke. Halfway down on the left wall of the chasm, the tortoise, Tank, is dangling by the strap of his goggles, which are caught on a jagged piece of stone that juts out from the cliffside. He must have crashed into the cliff, as thick black flumes of stream, from the ruined rotor engine of his flying machine. The cliff looks like it can be climbed, but Tank is very far down. You notice that there are several caves also dotting the cliff. What are you doing?
What is Laird's character's name?
Sky Knight.
Sky Knight.
Thank you.
He has flown off to do whatever he needs to do that's not involving him being here. For you are on your own and the player is not here. Apparently I can rhyme too. And for the record, he is at home doing homework, at least according to this. Rhiannon, would you like to dispute that?
That's the reason he didn't come.
All right.
But who knows if that's actually true? He might be on Discord.
Well, Azzy's not here because he doesn't like the system.
Wow.
I know, right? I was surprised.
It might be because everybody here knows nothing about My Little Pony.
So that's a turnoff?
A little bit of one, I imagine, for someone who knows about ponies.
It's like, no, that's not how it works.
Ooh, was that someone's laptop? Or was it a chair? I thought it was his laptop.
Sounded like a laptop.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna
had
try
all
to
this
climb
stuff.
up to Tank.
You're gonna start climbing. Well, you're gonna climb down.
Well, I'm gonna start climbing somewhere towards
You're gonna start
Tank.
climbing up. Okay, down.
You're gonna fall down? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Decided what we're doing?
So looking at it, climbing down is not going to be easy. It's a difficulty 5 body check.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that then.
All right.
I have the power of telekinesis.
Oh.
to move Tank towards the edge of the chasm.
Okay. So here's the challenge. You've got Tank, whose flying machine is hanging from the side of the cliff. His flying machine is broken. So you can grab him and try and lift him up, but you're going to have to make multiple rolls to try and get him all the way to the top.
You can do it.
Failing those rolls will result in him falling back down and probably not snapping his rotor machine back.
You can do it. I believe in you. We're friends. Friend power.
Are you there?
No. I'm sending good vibes while I clean the house, thinking of all my friends, searching
you're
for
in
the
the house.
animals.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
All right, difficulty 4.
What's the worst that could happen? You kill a turtle. Go to the store and buy another one.
Turtle soup.
Soup.
Absolutely.
Not a propeller turtle.
5.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
She actually made a roll. I'm stunned.
One of many to go.
I was hoping to sell my
have-
dice to Tim for $200, but no, she's gonna.
You have latched on to this with your telekinesis, and you have grabbed a hold of that
Turtle.
tortoise, and you are starting to lift it up. It sort of jitters a little bit, and it starts to pull all the way up, and it's approaching up towards you. And now that it's unstuck, you just have to make 3 more rolls with a difficulty of 3.
Woo! You can
Yeah.
do it!
Use your friendship points.
Carly, Carly,
You got
Carly, Carly.
Carly, don't roll badly.
Wow.
Oh wow, that was
Bring in some negative vibes. We're trying to give you friendship vibes. Yeah.
go for it, Laird.
Not
Flip
pressure
it.
at all. 1.
Use the thingies.
I'm gonna use the thingy.
Use the shiny.
Are you going to use 1 or 2? 2 gets you a D20. That worked for Tim.
Just don't use his D20.
Just don't use any D20.
Hey, my D20s do.
7.
Hey!
7 not only is enough, but it also doubles it, so you did a critical success. So in that moment, you start to feel it slip out from under you, and you're like, there's that thought of just how important this turtle is to Fluttershy. I remembered, right? It's Fluttershy's turtle, right?
No, the rabbit was
The
Fluttershy.
rabbit is Fluttershy's. The turtle is Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash, the
Can't
fast one.
believe you
Yeah,
did
Cliff,
that.
get it right.
I meant the fast one.
Fluttershy's the slow one.
Okay, that's
You're
not.
killing her.
That's not something we have to clip. You're trying, and that's what matters. Some days more than others. But you have grabbed a hold of it, you start to feel it slip, and then you remember the importance of it to your friend Rainbow Dash. And you telekinetically pull it really fast up, and you actually go up 2 levels.
1 more.
1 more, and you can save it. And if you fail this roll, you can try and teleport down to grab it. Because I
Grab it
remember you
as
had
it's
teleport,
falling,
right?
and you just continue to fall. You can do it, Carly.
Teleportation and
5.
telekinesis.
5. I got a 5. I got a 5.
Teleport and telekinesis. Oh, it's a unicorn.
So you,
5.
that's 2 5s
You
in a
don't
row.
understand.
You got a 5.
Where's your horn?
Right there.
Oh, I thought that was an ear. From here, I thought it was an ear.
Get it together, Phil.
So you have grabbed Tank and you've pulled him all the way up with your telekinesis.
So I win.
You have rescued Tank.
You
win.
solved the tank puzzle.
All by myself without you, Laird.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we will be back and we will find out what is happening after the break at the house.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Games from the North. We are here with more My Little Pony, and we are going to be focusing on what is happening back at Fluttershy's cottage. So, you guys have been cleaning.
We've been cleaning, we've been singing songs, having friendship moments.
We have not been singing songs.
Okay?
I've been singing songs.
I've been
Bucky,
doing my
Bucky,
hardest
Bucky,
to
everybody wants to Bucky.
Hey, Buckaroo. Actually, I probably wasn't singing songs because I'm blunt.
You might
Neither
be
of us
laughing,
were
though.
singing songs.
That's true. I'd be laughing.
Alright.
I've made games of cleaning.
You laughed at me. He tried to open a bottle.
Everyone's been gone like a few hours at this point.
Yeah.
You've probably put to get the house back together for the most part. None of them have come back. What do you want to do?
Well, I think that we heard that somebody was going after Angel and somebody was going after Opal and Opalescence and Tang. So we're thinking we're going after Gummy. Because how hard can it be to find an alligator?
So, you step out. Following the trail is not all that difficult.
Oh yeah, we left a message saying that we were going after Gummy.
Okay.
Be back at the house.
So the alligator, the tracks the alligator has lead to a river that flows south into the Everfree Forest. At this point, the tracks disappear, oddly enough. So you've gotten to a river and the tracks have disappeared and the river flowing south.
Well, if the river's flowing south, I say we head south. Follow the river.
Sounds like sound logic.
Follow your
Both of us have a D4 in mind.
Are you flying? I'm walking beside
I'm
the
gonna
river.
I'm gonna fly slightly above the river and just to keep a bit of eyes in the sky, but I'm still gonna be.
So from your vantage point in the river, above the river, you can actually see a little rowboat not far away. That would work for either of you or both of you or one of you.
Okay, but that would be stealing.
I'm saying it wouldn't be, I'm just saying you see a rowboat.
Maybe it's Fluttershy's rowboat.
When we get up to it, I will check it out to see if it looks like it, if it's abandoned or.
It's a small rowboat on the bank of the river, like someone maybe pulled it up a long time ago.
It looks like it hasn't seen use in a while.
Yeah. It'll fit two of you in it.
Okay, if it hasn't seen use in a while, well then yeah, we'll take it.
Apparently, we're making a decision that we're going to take it.
What do you say to this decision?
I say let's go.
In the boat?
In the boat.
All right.
Are there oars?
There are.
I will start rowing.
So you jump in the boat.
I will continue flying above to keep higher vantage.
So it's him by himself in the boat.
Yes, he's in the boat. I'm flying above the boat.
I'm singing.
All right. What are you singing, Phil?
Row your boat. Now, I'm rowing a boat, so I'm looking backwards.
Okay. Now, you find right away, as soon as you get in the boat and then you push it out into the river, the stream is moving really fast.
Maybe I will stop rowing.
I need you to make a body roll of 3 or higher.
That's a 4.
Okay. You struggle, but you keep control of the boat.
Yep.
And feeling the effects of the river, you realize that Gummy is such a small alligator.
Yep.
Probably could not have fought this current.
Absolutely.
Gummy is a baby.
You are getting fairly tired. It's about an hour of flying. And,
And I have to keep up with the boat.
yeah.
That was tough for me.
The river opens up into a small lake.
Couldn't open
In
it,
the-
now you can't drink it.
Pardon me?
She was struggling to open her bottle off camera,
Oh, okay.
and now she's having trouble drinking from her bottle.
It's an odd problem.
I am extremely talented. That's all I have to say about this.
Okay, so we're gone down an hour.
Yeah, you've traveled an hour. The river opens up into a small lake, in the center of which is a little island covered in trees and bushes. You cannot help but burst into laughter
Absolutely.
when you see a comical-looking bird of prey with a ridiculous-looking green Mohican-style crest on its bald head. It's flying high in the air, and is circling and screeching in panic as a baby alligator stubbornly clings onto its feathers with its jaws.
You better fly up there and get him.
Is this bird the My Little Pony equivalent to a vulture?
No, it looks like a mohawk.
It looks like a mohawk.
The alligator's hanging onto the bird, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is it looks like a punk rock.
Yes.
But more importantly, our friend Tank is holding on to it.
No, our
Gummer.
friend Gummy. Tank
Gummy,
is
I
the
mean.
turtle. I'm going to go up and try to
Expensive
remove
of
Gummy from the Mohawk bald eagle.
Fluttershy's gonna be really
So
happy.
you fly up there. Stylestorm, you fly up to it. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to grab Gummy and try to remove him from the punk bald eagle.
So you reach up and you just try and pull it off?
No, I'm going to try to coax it to let go of the punk bald eagle.
I'm sorry, so what are you trying to do?
I'm going to try to coax Gummy to let go of the bald eagle without hurting Gummy or the bald eagle further.
So what are you trying to do to coax it free?
I'm gonna grab it and like start petting it or something to try to.
Well, I don't need earth something. I need to know what you're doing.
I'm going to pet it to try to
Okay.
get it to let go.
Are you talking to him?
Yeah.
What are you saying to it?
I'm going like, hey buddy, you gotta let go, gotta go back.
Okay, I need you to make a charm roll of 6. You're trying to coach it. It's really not, like, it's latched on. You can see in its big droopy eyes that
Is
it's
there a way I
afraid.
can help her in advance?
No, unfortunately, you're too far away.
Okay,
It can see you, but it can't do much else.
that's a no.
So, oh, you're re-rolling?
She went with 2. She's re-rolling a d20.
I got an 8. That's enough.
So you have coached it free. It looks at you. It's like it opens its mouth to say something back to you or like to respond. And as it opens its mouth, it starts to fall in that moment.
And I try to catch it.
And its teeth clamp back onto the mohawk as tight as it possibly can. And you hear the squeal of absolute terror coming from the mohawk as it swirls off towards you, bumping into you. Take a stamina.
I don't have a pencil. I'm smart.
And now it is flying faster. It's flying down towards the ground.
Well, if it's flying towards the ground, that's kind of a good thing.
Towards the water? Or for the ground on the island.
Ground on the island.
So I am rowing to the island
Okay.
really fast.
Give me a body roll again.
Using my bucking skills. No, I'm not. I'm using my regular body.
Using your bucket.
Oh no!
What did you
Got
get?
a 2.
So, you start to row and you get sort of caught up in a whirlpool a little bit, like a slip pool.
Yeah.
And you get bashed about a bit. Going to take 2 points of stamina damage.
2?
2.
Okay.
And from where you are, Sky Style, or Style Storm, you can see Gummy looking down at the misadventures of Bucky Bob in the boat, and he sort of starts to giggle a little bit, and you can see him smiling at what's happening. Like, it's funny, and he wants to laugh, but he's too afraid.
I continue trying to coax him off of the, and I have a hook under him.
Okay, so how are you trying to coax him?
I'm trying to give him something more solid underneath him. I'm gonna try to put my front hooves underneath him so he's actually standing on something, so he's less afraid of dropping.
Okay. The last time you tried to coax it without doing anything specific or special, it started to fall, and it's not willing to take that chance again. You, Phil, have slammed into the island.
All right. I will drag the boat up onto the island,
Okay.
and I will call down to Gummy, "I'll catch you!"
Okay.
Does he trust me?
No.
I am going to rig up. I have a net. I'm going to try and rig it up underneath so it would be like it'd be able to catch it.
Okay. All right. So you're rigging up this net. Give me a body roll.
And then I'm going to test it by jumping in it.
All right.
Seeing if I can bounce like a trampoline. Nope. That'd be a 1.
That would be a 1. All right.
Can you use his stout heart?
Can I use my stout heart? Is this a stout heart example?
No, not really. It would be like hard work.
Okay.
You
You know what? I'll go for a reroll.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Can you just keep re-rolling, or do you just get one chance?
So you basically get one chance. So you've tied up this rope and you jump up in it. You start jumping in it a little bit, and then the rope the net sort of breaks underneath you, off one of the trees, and it's quite funny what happens. You land.
laughing.
Yeah, take a point of stamina. You're laughing at it.
Throw a few bucks up into the air. Woohoo!
I need a charm roll.
Charm roll.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
Give me a bucking roll as well, because you're bucking at the same time.
Carly has given me hers.
Apparently.
A 5.
You see Gummy is watching you, and he's going like smiling as he sees you fall, and then he sees you're happy and you're jumping around and bucking about, looking really silly, and he starts to chortle and giggle, and his grasp on the feather is loosening.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna do some more then.
You're gonna do some more?
If I notice that, I am definitely gonna.
All right. What are you doing while the turtle's trying to laugh?
You mean the alligator?
The alligator.
The indignity is worth it all.
I know, right?
It's Fluttershy's alligator tank.
I am. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down and seeing as that's working, I'm gonna go down further and be ready to catch the alligator.
Okay. So the alligator eventually lets go from the laughter, and like his mouth sort of opens up, and he like starts to fall. I need you to make a body roll. Difficulty 4.
Made it.
Okay. You catch Gummy.
And then from there, how high am I up right now?
15 feet.
Okay, I fly down till I'm about 5 feet above,
Yeah.
and then I close my wings and drop and bounce with Gummy.
All right. Give me a body test.
Oh, you should spit on your die.
That's not what I did.
What did you get?
A 1.
I'm not rolling that. I got a 5.
You narrowly avoid getting bit by Gummy.
Ooh. Come on, buddy, let's go back home.
Okay.
We get back in the boat.
All right. And what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna put Gummy in the boat.
In my net.
You're gonna like tangle him up.
Can't get away.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the boat this time and just because don't want Gummy to go overboard.
It'll take both of us anyways to row, I would think. We gotta go against the stream.
All right. You guys have got Gummy. You're back in the boat, and you're heading back.
Yep.
Justin. Angel is being held by Ursa Minor. What are you doing to get this poor bunny out of there?
Is there any of that monster's like other toys that I can try to do a trade with, or
You could maybe find something to trade with it.
yeah?
You might have to go out in the forest and find another animal or something.
What kind of supplies do you have with you?
Bag of carrots. That's about it. My element of harmony is kindness, so I shouldn't just go like zap this thing.
No, probably not.
So I'd be going against it. Ooh, I do have telekinesis.
You, judging by the size of this thing, you are probably not strong enough in your telekinesis just to rip it out of his hand.
No, yeah,
Also, that would not be a very kind act.
yeah. Is there any rocks around I can like juggle in telekinesis and try to?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and sidetrack the monster and see if I can
Okay.
grab Angel out of his hands or hand.
Then you should try putting it to sleep. Lulla, get it to go to sleep, and then you can take the rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sing it a lullaby.
All right, give me a charm roll. Are you going to entertain it first, or are you going to...
Well, I think I did that enough.
Okay.
They did the light show, right?
You did the light show earlier. I was pretty excited by that.
4.
Difficulty was 4, in fact.
Okay.
So the creature's kind of like, its eyes are sort of drooping a little bit. It's a little tired.
Okay.
It's still awake a little bit. It's kind of like laying back against the wall.
And I know he's like a baby, right?
Yeah, it's not like, and it probably won't be alone for long if it's a baby
Yeah.
too.
I'm gonna rub its belly. Is that a charm again?
Yeah, sure.
And keep singing. 2. How much do I have
Looking
to do?
for a 3 at least.
Okay, so is it 2 of these things?
2 will let you roll a d20.
Okay. 16.
All right. Yeah, you've dropped this in. It's like sound asleep.
He drops it.
Now, the problem is Angel is not known for, being grateful or anything. I need you to roll a d6.
Okay. 6.
Nice. Roll your 8.
1. So 6.
I've never seen that thing actually improve.
The Angel is watching you while you're doing your different things, and seems to actually be being very well behaved. Once it's free, it actually runs to you and basically climbs into your bag, and you can hear it munching carrots hiding inside.
Good. I was going to force him in there if I had to.
Okay,
Good work, Pokey.
Tim.
Well, you may have currently wrestled to the ground.
Oh yeah. Great.
That's right. So you what are you going to try and do? You're well pinned by this diamond dog.
I honestly have no idea what I can do at this point. I was like, I guess I'm going to go work in the mine for a while.
Okay.
Overconfidently.
So
I feel like I can escape from the mine, maybe.
they sure they bring you down into they bring you down into one of the lower levels of the mine, and basically you see they've got tools there. And it's like a glittering crystalline mine. And they basically, get to work, or they hand you some tools and tie and like put like a collar around you and get you working,
What kind of call?
like a big harness, like a
dog
and it's attached to the wall.
It's attached to the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
And there is one down
Just
there.
do a
That's,
really bad job.
there is one down there supervising you. Another one's gone up to do something, and one is working as well.
Okay.
So you've got 2 down there with you, and you're shackled to the wall.
Okay.
Is he using a pickaxe or what?
Right now, they're just having him do like the menial grunt labor. They don't trust him enough to give him a pickaxe yet.
So he's just hauling rocks.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is getting kind of dark for my little pony again.
This game turns to
Enslaved with no hope.
The rest of you have found the appropriate pets that you went looking for, and slowly make your way back to the cottage. It takes roughly, you all get back at about the same time. You have brought back Gummy, you've brought back Angel, you've brought back Tank and Opalescence. So you've got 4 pets with you. There is no sign of Herbal Glory, and there's no sign of Winona or Opalescence.
No, Opalescence I brought back.
Owlicious.
Owlicious. Did anyone go after Owlicious?
No, nobody went after all.
I think we should split up.
This is
Well,
where
seeing as Winona and Purple Gloriors are missing, 2 of us should go after them while the rest of us go after Owlicious.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
I think that's a
Actually,
great plan.
somebody should stay here and watch the pets.
Trucks guy can do that.
Absolutely.
He can give them lessons.
Yeah, I will say that the players who are not here this week can stay and look after the pets. You guys have restored the house enough that the pets are safe to stay in it.
I haven't written down any of the characters. This is the first time I've forgotten to write down characters.
I have all of the characters' names written down if you'd like later.
I'm disappointed in
Okay,
myself.
the characters of the players that are not here will stay and watch the pets.
Okay.
I just wonder if we shouldn't all stay together. Because it might be getting trickier to get
But
the last two.
With Owlescent,
Owlicious.
oh god, you guys got me getting.
We have succeeded.
We have deponified her.
I hate you all.
I think two flying ponies.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm sorry. I hate them all.
Thank you.
I think two flying ponies and a unicorn should go after Owlicious, and the other two should go for the dog.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that would be
Or maybe just the two flying ones.
Style and Snowflake. You don't think you need magic?
Well, it's going to slow us down if the third one can't fly.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go after.
Those two go after Owlicious. The other three are going after Winona. Maybe Herbal if we find them.
Okay. So the trail of soot to follow Owlicious is going to require you to walk. You cannot fly to follow the trail.
Okay. But we can fly to get.
Well, the trail just you have to start following the trail on the ground, right?
Yeah.
The Owlicious walk away?
Well, it was covered in soot and had a hard time flying because it went up through the chimney.
Okay.
I need you guys to make a mind roll. One of you who's following it.
Who am I with?
No, just you're with.
me.
These two are going to find out the owl. The rest of you.
Me, Pokey, and Cinnamon are gonna go
I
look
have
for the
a
dog.
D4 in my
Oh, the
okay.
dog. Okay.
Alright, I got a 6.
Oh,
I got a 6.
Oh, that's not bad.
would you like a 6?
Yeah.
All right. So the 6 follows you along. You follow the footprints. The soot slowly starts to fade. You find yourself in some fairly thick overbrush, and it's hard to fly for a little while.
Did they go south into the never-ending
east.
forest?
East.
Everleaf.
The ever-free forest.
Ever-free. Every direction we've gone into the ever-free forest.
Yeah, it's all around you.
Okay.
Real estate is cheap there, I guess. That's why you go live in the scary forest.
Actually, Fluttershy lives there because of the fact that it's closer to all the animals, and away from the busyness of the town.
The soot trail ends at a gloomy glade, thick with trees all around it. A frantic hooting emerges from the glade. Parting the low branches framing the entrance to the glade, you see the ground is covered with a mass of beautiful blue plants. Blue petals, blue leaves, and blue stalks, streaked with dark blue veins. There's a tall oak tree in the middle of the glade, and flying repeatedly into the trunk of the tree, hooting crazily, is Owlicious, cross-eyed and dopey looking.
Delicious.
Seeing
Got
star?
high?
Looks like it.
Are there little stars and birdies swirling around his head?
Yeah.
Owlicious, you're hurting yourself. Stop it.
Who said that? I'm so
So what are you doing?
I guess we have to walk and could have brought a unicorn. Well, I called Owlicious and said to stop hurting himself.
Okay,
You can fly over. You can walk over.
Owl is, it sort of looks back at you, and as it's looking back at you, it ends up flying into the tree because it wasn't looking where it was going.
I thought it was flying into the tree anyway.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I
Well, this isn't helping. Do you have any ideas, Style Storm?
Why don't you just run up and grab him?
yeah, just go.
We're flying down.
Can we fly it in this blade? Like, is it a bit more open?
Not overly. It's fairly covered.
Well, that's kind of our one trick
So,
we've got.
if you want to,
there's
if
an
you
oven
want to
nearby.
shoot over it, like over the plants and under the trees,
the
you
apple.
could try. It would be a difficulty of 7 flying.
And what would that? Sorry, what could I do with that?
Basically, if you want to try and fly to get and grab the owl,
Yeah.
you've got to fly under the trees and above the plants.
Okay,
So you're kind of flying through this tight framework.
so it's like some Death Star, like
Death Star like trench run
X-wing
to get to it.
Yeah. All right, I'll try that.
Would there be a way I'd be able to help him?
I don't know. What are your abilities other than flying?
Friendship.
I've got creative flair,
Well, on what?
art.
Art. Maybe do a map.
Map.
Try and draw a map to help him map it out and figure out where to go.
Yeah,
Plan out his. There you go.
I could probably do that.
What does that do? Does that bump him up a die?
I'll give you a +1.
Okay,
You can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just use my friendship points.
No, it's like
I
snow.
got a 5 + 1.
6. Not quite enough.
I'm gonna spend 3
for an ultimate success.
Auto succeed.
guaranteed success.
Great.
Boom.
Boom.
Describe how your friendship is able to get you that ultimate success.
I just the glowing of my heart with kindness just lights up a path through the gloomy underbrush and actually sort of beckons the owl towards me. Is that a thing that would happen?
Yeah, in My Little Pony, you can't say no, so.
You zip across and you swoop in and you grab all the lichens and fly out.
Okay.
That's okay. I wanted you guys to run through the blue plans. I'm sure they was going to drug you.
Oh, the blue plants. That's Poison Joke. It's like Poison Oak, but all of its results are meant to be a joke. I nearly quoted one of the characters on the description of it.
Poison joke.
But did you realize that when I suggested you run in?
No. I didn't quite realize what it
See, I was
was.
trying to encourage you to run in. Damn you and your flying.
I nearly.
Owlicious, while you have rescued Owlicious,
Yeah.
he is not feeling well. You can tell that he's been affected by the poison joke.
Okay. Well, let's get clear of the poison joke.
Okay.
All right, so the rest of you followed the trail to where you think Winona is.
Yep, and we come across a dog tied up.
You do see a dog tied up. You see some smoke drifting up from the chimney.
Oh, there's stuff coming out of the chimney now.
Yeah. And
Has it been a while since he's disappeared?
it's been at least an hour.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I see an employee of the month.
I think I deserve employee of the month.
So right now you guys are kind of tucked on the edge of the blade looking in. What are you doing?
Somebody's tied him up. Somebody's in that cabin. Do we try and sneak in and untie him? Create a diversion? Sure. I'll create a diversion. You untie the dog.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
I'm going to run up to the door.
As you start running across the opening, the field, with all the cut down trees and the holes, Winona starts barking. Very excitedly.
Yep.
Okay? Down in the mine, you hear the diamond dog. You can hear the dog Winona barking again, like she did when you approached.
Okay.
What is your part of this plan, Justin? You're with them.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any trouble.
Okay, you're gonna wait in by the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I attached to right now?
You are chained with like this long, strong rope.
Okay.
Got this big collar around you, and you're attached to, sort of like the big D-ring in the diamond walls.
Okay.
Is freeing Herbal Glory one of the victory conditions of this game? Or
Well, it is a friend.
we don't even know he's there.
Well, you don't even know he's there yet. You are correct. But he is a friend, so you'd probably go looking for him.
In a day or two.
I think we're more concerned about the dog.
Probably, yeah.
The glory's probably fine.
So you've got
We're not getting paid to look after Herbal Glory.
No, and we just figured he's going
got
down
bored
the
and
wrong
wandered
We're
off.
getting paid to look after the pets.
Oh, what?
We're doing it out
What?
of the goodness of our
You're doing
heart.
it out of friendship.
Oh, yeah.
I already started singing a work song.
Okay. Are you trying? Are you trying to sing over Winona, or are you to like prevent the Diamond Dogs from hearing Winona, or are you just singing because you're being a goof?
I'm singing because I am confidently doing my work as a slave.
Oh, okay.
You don't want us to hear you? Is that you weren't trying to get our attention?
Nope.
Okay. He's just, if he's going to be a slave, he's going to be the best damn slave he can be.
He's like, I can mix you a better drink than that. Much more refreshing.
All right, so you have, you're rushing up to get Winona.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not going for Winona. I'm going to the cabin
I'm rushing
to
it.
create a
Okay, are
diversion.
you rushing like alongside him? Are you going a different way?
We're both going.
Straight? You're going straight towards the cabin, and
thought you were grabbing
break
the
off and go to the door.
I'm going to the
Yes.
cabin to be a diversion.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So as the two of you are running across the opening together to get towards the cabin, the door to the cabin opens up and out pops this large, growly-looking dog. And you hear him bark a couple of times, and you hear him shout out, "Brothers, we've got more workers!"
What's this?
You, go ahead.
I yelled to Pokey to use his stun.
Stun ray, activate. Oh,
Okay, and
got
you,
a 2.
you got a 2.
My rolling has rubbed off on everybody tonight.
How many of the diamond dogs are down in the mine with me?
2.
Okay.
Okay. So this beam of stun energy fires out from the side of the trees, and the diamond dog sort of ignores it.
Is he right by me now?
Yeah, he's right at the door.
I'm kicking him.
All right.
I'm bucking.
fucking activate.
No,
You what?
I didn't. I was distracted by the beam.
Oh, how bad did you roll?
I got a 2.
You know what? You did. I got a 1.
This makes me so happy.
So basically you kicked, but he kind of tripped and fell over.
He fell into my kick.
Yeah.
It was a movie kick.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have hit him.
Okay. It's sort of like, ugh, and sort of staggers a bit, and looks around, trying to figure out what happened. And you're breaking off to go after Winona?
I'm untying one of them.
Okay.
I'm there already.
All right. They're stealing our dog, brothers.
Kick him again.
Okay. And as it's calling out, it's punching back at you.
Yep. 3.
4. Take a stamina. You hear. At this point, you see one of the brothers has gone off, the one who was watching you, and is popping up. So it's you and one other dog now.
Okay.
And you from between you and the house is another one of these creatures, and it's popping up out of the hole, one of the holes, looking down at the house. It doesn't see you.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to make an attack of some sort, you will get to bumped up 1 die.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stun ray him. 4.
What?
4.
All right, you hit it, and it sort of, and you see it sort of like rock and stagger. Great. It is not quite like it's sort of like shaken a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
certainly still up.
Yeah.
And you know, like if you punch something, it sort of takes from a different damage pool. Is how I'm working the stun effect because it seems to be a little off. So
My body is 8. If I use my body instead of my bucking, would that be okay?
yeah,
Okay, well, I'm going to just punch this one.
you actually, if you're using your body and your bucking, you would use a D6 and a D8,
Oh,
and you
okay.
could hit the higher of the two.
Well, then I'm going to do that.
All right, and it's punching you back.
All right. 6. Or do I re-roll that?
You
next
roll the
eight?
8.
Okay, well, remember 4, because that's what my 8 was. And 2. I'll go with a 6.
Okay, you hit it for another minor point. Now this dog seems
laughing.
pretty big and tough,
Yep.
but you are hitting it, and it doesn't seem to be taking too much of an effect yet.
Do I notice that Sin has gotten Winona away?
You see Sin is just untied Winona, and what are you doing? You're running with it?
Yeah.
Okay, Winona's running right alongside of you.
Okay, I'm going to do one more hit.
Okay,
6.
it punches you back for 3.
Whoa!
What are you doing, Justin? There is all sorts of commotion going
Yeah.
on upstairs.
Okay.
The other one is looking at the one of the holes in one of the openings, not far away from where you are.
Yeah.
It is distracted. So think about what you're doing, Tim. And Justin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and zap the guy that the dog that Phil's character is
Okay.
punching. Oof. 1.
Yeah, no, you see this. Oh, it's give me a mind roll.
I zapped
Give
him
me
by
a
accident.
roll.
2. 5.
Oh no! 3 points of stamina as you like staggered there and forced to stay and fight another round against the Diamond Dog. All right, Tim, down in the well or down in the mine, what are you doing?
While he's distracted, I continue singing my song and casually stroll up a distracted worker and
Drop a rock on his head?
pretty much.
All right, how are you dropping a rock on his head?
Cartoon jelly comes out.
How are you dropping the rock on his head? And he is the one with the key, by the way.
Oh,
Very convenient.
Yes, isn't it?
well. I come up behind him, so it's pretty easy.
You what?
Come up behind him, so it's pretty easy.
Okay,
Come on.
Let's see this roll.
give me a mind roll.
a mind
Or
roll.
body roll, sorry, body.
Body roll. Okay, so this wouldn't be a stout heart roll. This would just be a body
You
roll.
could use stout heart because you are trying to just use your physical
So do you get
strength.
to use 2 dice?
Yeah, he would get to use 2 dice at this point.
These are my stout heart dice. I'll choose the 5.
All right. Well, unfortunately, 5 does not beat its 8. So you drop a rock on its head, making a loud noise that I will say Tim hears from upstairs. And you hear this the one dog. Oh wait, sorry. Did you want to re-roll?
I could re-roll. Although this would really, I'd have to get a 6 to have a chance. So no, I'm
You
good.
could spend 2 and roll,
Spend 2 and you get a d20.
or 3 and auto succeed.
I could, but I'm running out of these things.
Well, we're almost done.
That's true.
See, the problem is you've all been by yourself doing this, right? Kind of missing the point of friendship is magic.
We've never played that game before.
We're getting used to it. If only maybe we can play one more game if we ask Cliff really nicely. Alright, so how did this work?
That's
So
gonna
2
get you
will let you roll a
d20.
d20.
3 will get you success.
3 will get you a success.
He's going for it. He's taking the success.
Taking the success. All right.
Screw these continuous bad rolls. Let's try this again. Kaboom!
You drop it on its head and it collapses.
Okay.
It is out like a light.
All right, and now he's seeing little birdies.
He's seeing little birdies and little diamonds flickering around him.
And I pilfer his key.
All right, you unlock yourself, and are you heading up?
I take a quick look around, and I see.
You see a bunch of like gems and stuff like that. Money.
Money or gems?
Well, money is gems, basically.
Okay.
I mean, they're diamonds, right? Just like it would be for us.
Okay.
A fair amount of them, actually.
I guess it's like, ooh, I pick one up. It's like, yay, shiny. I'll show everybody. But
You driving just the one, or you gonna grab a handful?
Oh,
Hooful.
okay. You know what? I'm going to grab a hoofball.
Okay. And
And
you're
I
booking it out.
I skedaddle.
All right. Back at the house. You're fighting with the one at the house. What are you doing with Winona?
We're running back to Fluttershy.
Okay, you're just booking it out of there?
Yeah, we're ditching everything.
Okay. You doing anything on your way out?
So I have to fight him. I can't just run.
You have to fight one more round.
Yeah, I turn as I'm hitting the woods,
Yeah.
and I send a blast of telekinesis at the guy that Bucky's fighting.
All right. I will let you bump a die up by one.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, and it is turning around and it's fighting you back.
8.
8 beats my 3.
Yes. And then I run away.
Block it, but good.
If he spins around once, it comes back to face you again.
You
wobble
block it, it
forward.
spins around, and by the time it spins all the way around, you are running for it. The one in the
it
one
goes over its
in
face.
the mine has turned and is throwing something at you,
Well, that
Justin.
just came out.
So what do I have to roll? Mine?
Body. It's
Oh.
throwing like a rock at you.
Great. 3.
It clocks you for 4 points.
Ow! Yeah.
The
I know
damage you take is the difference in the die pool.
Oops.
I know
Sorry.
Barely. Just
Barely.
Screw this friendship stuff.
It's like, I know exactly how it feels to get clogged like that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Tim, Purple Glory is running up and out of the hole. The one that you know about is the one that the miner is in. He doesn't see you. What are you doing?
How many are there?
Well, there are 3 miners, 3 diamond dogs.
Yeah.
Okay?
You knocked one
You
out.
knocked one out. One is at the house fighting, and the one is popping out of a primary hole that you know how to get in and out of.
I thought you knocked another one out.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just hit him and then ran.
All right, so instead
So
of
there's one in your way. It's been hit a couple times. It doesn't know you're coming.
I'm like, basically my plan is to plow through and then say, "Oops, coming through," but
Okay.
eventually I trample him.
All right. At this point, other people can spend friendship as you see him climbing up out of the hole. Give me a body roll, and you will get 1 dice higher because it is unaware that you are there.
All right. 4.
You beat its 1 and knock it down. Now, because it's sort of 1, it's a critical failure. It gets hit. It gets fallen down the well towards its unconscious friend,
Okay.
and you're able to escape.
And so is Pokey.
So at this point, you are all able to escape.
Hope you give me
Yeah.
5 stars for my slave labor.
Now my question is, how quickly can I run if I am down to 1 point stamina?
I don't think it,
How do we heal?
I touch you.
Herbal Glory can heal you.
Yeah. I'm not running so good.
It's like, hey, Becky, you look a little rough.
Yeah, you're gonna do a healing effect?
Yes, I will do a healing touch.
Okay, go ahead.
I completely forget how it works other than it uses this dice.
Sure. Give me a roll.
Do you remember how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, what kind of, is that a yup? It's like, yup.
Go ahead, roll.
6.
It sits back.
Yay!
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
But that exploded, so doesn't he get to
No,
roll a D8?
that does not explode. The group of you are able to actually
feel much
also
better.
take a friendship token because you've healed your friend and you've worked together and you've gotten away. And,
High five!
you were all able to make it back to Fluttershy's cottage. The group of friends have rescued all of the pets at this point. They've faced a number of challenges to overcome them. Those who remained behind have kept the other pets entertained and fed.
There's a fresh batch of cookies.
There is a fresh batch of cookies that have just finished baking because you got back quite a while ago. You flew back.
Good call. Good call.
You've got time to. You figure you've got time to recover and rest up. You don't. You know the pets are getting uncomfortable because it's been a little while since they've seen the main set. It's probably been about a week at this point. You guys are all fully healed up. You hear this dun, 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 rapid knocking on the door from the lower half of the door.
Lower half of the door.
Yep.
Okay, so I answer the door.
Sure. She's opening the. She already got to the door, but you're heading there as well right now. You see Spike, the little dragon, at the door. He's panting. He's out of breath. He looks like he's sort of scratched up a little bit and hurt. You guys have got to help. Guys, come on. Twilight Sparkle and the other ponies are in big trouble. I'm the only one who escaped. They need your help right now. And he kind of turns around as if he's about to start running to lead you somewhere and just collapses. And that is where the game will end. The next part of the adventure would be you guys, if we were to continue the adventure, the new adventure would be you all going after to rescue the main set.
Would our friendship tokens have renewed?
No, they would not actually. You'd be able to develop new friendships along the way.
Oh, God.
Please mark on your character sheets that you have all leveled up.
Level 2. What do we get with that?
I don't know. I'm about to find out. Increase. Okay, so when you level up, you can increase your level by 1. Woo.
Oh, like the body, mind, or charm?
No. Where it says level, you can erase the 1 and write a 2.
You get the satisfaction knowing you're a level 2 pony.
That's
I already
right.
did that.
You can also upgrade one of the die value of your 3 traits:
Okay,
body,
right.
mind, and charm.
I'm gonna raise this to 6.
Oh, I'm totally got through my child. It'll go well with my overconfidence.
Super tough now.
Did any of you upgrade your stamina or mind?
Wait, maybe I should do my mind.
Stamina? Was stamina a
We can
choice?
upgrade our
Or sorry, body or mind?
I did my
I
body.
did my mind.
Okay, so if you upgraded either your body or your mind,
Yeah.
whatever your new total is,
Yeah.
so like let's say you go to 2d6s, for example, your stamina would be 12.
So our stamina matches our dice.
Yes.
Like 2 more.
Well, that's weird because my max was 10 and my body was a D4.
But yeah, but your body and,
and your
body
mind.
and your mind.
Body and
body and
mind
mind.
is your stamina.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do my mind.
Do we re-heal or no?
Yeah, you'll be fully healed up at this point. You would also gain a friendship token for each other person that has leveled up at the same time as you.
Hey!
So you would all get 5 friendship tokens,
6.
Plus the ones we already had.
plus the ones you already have.
So 10.
Wait, what?
Plus 5 is... I'm back up to 7.
I'm at 12.
For everyone who's here, or did the other?
No, everyone that is here.
Yeah, I go back up to 7.
I'm at 12 because I haven't spent any.
Any talents you have used in this adventure
Yes.
would go up by 1.
Hey!
Hey, so my flying's now at a D.
It goes up to the next dice.
Yep.
All right.
So if you've used some of your talents have a die ability rated. And so if it's gone from so if you use it, it would go from a D6 to a D8.
What was that?
We got one friendship plus one for everyone here.
This reminds me of the game Dungeon Siege. You can any skills that you use, they just start leveling up. So if you focus
Having spent time as a slave,
yeah.
pick up a new quirk.
Oh.
You are claustrophobic.
Oh no.
Overconfident, but as soon as he gets in a small space,
All right, so that is the end of My Little Pony: The Adventure.
Yay.
We're done?
Yeah, we've completed the adventure.
Okay, so Az can come back now?
Well, if you want.
What about? I thought we have to go and rescue.
Well, that's a separate adventure. Now that being said, that's not to say we won't come back to this at some point.
Please
You
can we go on that
may have
adventure?
noticed that a number of us do keep our past character sheets. I would encourage you to do so, because you never know when we'll be coming back to it. Our next game system, ladies and gentlemen, will be
Also has H-Sleep
Tales from the Loop,
built into it.
starting next week.
Should we be bringing our old characters
Would you
back?
like to bring your old characters back?
I don't really care.
Tales from the
I
Loop.
was not really.
I don't know if I have that one.
Yeah, I like my character.
You were not engaged in that one? That was
No,
a
I
good
didn't
one.
play a lot of it though. I missed a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's why I keep my character.
Who did you played Scotty, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about Tales from the Loop for everybody.
I must have had snow in this game.
Okay, well, it was
had
it was a weird adventure, man.
We were kids.
Yeah, we were like maybe junior high level kids.
I was a copy of the kid that was transferred over.
Oh yeah, you were one of the clones.
I was a clone.
Oh, so you wouldn't be able to play your same character then.
Yeah, it was Scotty the Hick. Age 13.
Oh, that one's on my tablet. That's why I don't have paper.
One of my problem was someone has been poisoning animals. We never get to follow that one up. Pride, my machines will one day conquer the world.
So the premise of Tales from the Loop is the 80s that never was.
Okay.
It's based on weird art from an artist in Sweden. It's actually going to be a TV show that starts in April as well and was shot in Manitoba.
Oh wow.
I can give you a ride.
So you've got like robots
Yeah.
that are walking around. You've got anti-gravity machines that are flying around. But if you're in the southern hemisphere, they can't cross into the northern hemisphere just because of the way the power, the magnetic energy works.
Yeah.
And you all live in a town near Boulder, Colorado, I think it was. And you
It was
basically
called Boulder, but it was not Boulder, Colorado.
yeah, it was called Boulder, but it was in Boulder, Colorado. And you live on top of a city that's built on top of a Hadron Collider.
Okay.
And yeah, they're basically doing super science there.
Yeah, it's 80s based super science.
Okay. So how do I? Is there a book?
There is a book called the Tales from the Loop book.
Is it complicated making a character or?
Characters are you and I can talk offline
Okay.
about it. But basically, they all sort of start off as a template, and you answer certain questions. But we'll have a few people who will have to make characters for it, so we'll probably do it next week together.
Okay.
I will post a list of what character templates are available and see what people are using already, and if they're keeping the same ones.
Yeah, I guess my character's problem, I never really got to play that up. Although I think we narratively folded it in a couple of times
Yeah.
to mention it offhand.
in
So
the-
we're kids in a sciencey kind of a town.
Yeah, basically you are kids in a town, and it's like Stranger Things in the sense where you're kids in a town where something weird is happening,
Yeah.
and you
and all
found
the adults are completely oblivious to it.
the adults are oblivious to what is going on, and if you go and try and talk to an adult, they're like, "Oh, that's sweet, good boy, get out of here, go do your homework."
Right.
So you're kind of stuck having to deal with these weird problems because the adults won't listen.
Yeah, my character got grounded a few times for being out late last time I played, which was not what you guys thought.
So what did your parental unit say?
My dad is coming to pick me up.
Oh yeah, I'm shutting it down.
Yeah, and it's like it was no big deal that